Good Thursday morning, everybody. This is Steve Monday, Chief Forecaster for Rowan County Weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on weather-wise around the area this morning. We'll start out taking a look close at home here. 25 degrees to start the day off at the Mid-Carolina Airport in Salisbury. Temperatures around the area pretty much in the mid-20s to upper 30s, depending on where you look. The warm spot in the map coming in at Jefferson this morning at 37 degrees. And we've certainly got a big weekend ahead of us. A lot of things that are going to happen as we move into the weekend. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map overall. We'll kind of start to talk this through for you. I'm going to turn on some drawing tools here as well. So first and foremost, we've got this, let me turn that off. We've got this area that is showing a little bit of a disturbance right here in the central part of the country. This is actually going to continue to move through as we go through the day today. And by this evening, we could see some isolated showers move through as this little weak disturbance makes its way through the area. So don't be surprised if you get a drop or two of rain. Most of us will stay dry, though, so certainly not a lot to worry about with this one. Now, on up the way here, this low pressure right here is the one we need to keep our eye on over the next couple of days. That's getting ready to enter the northwestern part of the United States. This low is going to start to drift down and make its way, and I'm just kind of drawing a line of how the forecast models are showing right now, and make its way across. Unfortunately, the low is going to be a little bit too close to us, and I'm going to stop that line right there. What it's going to continue to do is make its way up the East Coast after it makes that turn there. There's also going to be a piece of energy, and it's not quite on the map yet, but we're going to draw a circle here and just use it as our energy here, and I'm going to put an E in there. So there's going to be a piece of energy that's going to accompany this low, and it's going to be just off to the east of it, and then eventually to the north, and then back to the west of it. And it's also going to move down. Now, the big thing you want from this is a lot of separation between the energy and the low, because what happens is the low makes its way down into our area. It will start to pull in moisture, first of all, off the Gulf, and then start to funnel that in. And then as it makes its way up the Atlantic, it will start to pull in moisture off the Atlantic. But along with that, it's going to funnel in air that's out in front of it and basically wrap it around. So now that you've seen how this thing is going to kind of play itself out, let me clear all that out. And I want to show you how this is going to wrap the moisture around, or wrap the warm air around. So you're going to get moisture pulling in from the Gulf. And then as it starts to make its way, once the low gets right in this area right here, it's going to start to wrap in warm air as well. And what's going to happen is that warm air is going to funnel up against the mountains. The mountains will see mainly all snow from this event, but areas in the foothills and out to the Charlotte Metro and the Piedmont, things will start to transition because that warm air is going to get in and really start to have an impact on the snow. Now, we'll have periods of rain and snow that will start Saturday night, roughly around 10 p.m. And then as we go through the overnight hours, the cold air will win out a little bit. We'll have mainly all snow for a period of time during the overnight hours. Then that warm air is going to start to funnel its way in. And it's going to have an impact aloft with what we're going to see there. Because what's going to happen is that warm air is going to start to create warmer air up above us and still have cold air down along the ground here. And so as the snow starts to fall, it will start to melt and then refreeze. And depending on how deep that layer of warm air is how it's going to transition back over as it refreezes. If that layer of warm air is shallow, what's going to happen is it's going to fall as rain, hit the ground, and then freeze on impact. If that layer of warm air is a little bit more dense, it's going to transition over to rain and then back to sleet as it freezes and makes its way down. So certainly something to continue to keep an eye on as we go through the upcoming weekend. Let's go ahead and turn off these drawing tools here, and I want to show you something else real quick. So let's get that out of the way, and let me go ahead and pull up some model data here for you and show you what we're looking at. So I'm going to make this bigger so it's easier to see. And what we have here, let me turn on some drawing tools here as well. So now what we have here is we've got our low here. This is on Sunday, and you see our low right there. Got that circle. Now, unfortunately, that is very close to the coastline of North Carolina. And what it's going to do is it's got that moisture that's going to be pulling in, but along with it, it's going to be wrapping in this warm air. And as it continues to get closer and closer to the coast, by this point, it's already kind of made its way. Let me find my mouse here. By this point, it's already kind of made its way from here to here. And as it gets closer and closer to the coast, it's going to start pulling this warmer air off the coast and have an impact on the type of precipitation we get in terms of taking snow out of the picture and making it more of an icing event. So long story short, what we're looking at this weekend as we head in is we're not going to see as much snow as some of these other forecasters and apps have predicted and continue to kind of do so along the way. And I think you're going to see that change as we head into the weekend and over the next couple of days. These 8 to 12 inch numbers, they might stick for the mountains, but they're going to really drop off drastically as you head down into our area. Now, one thing that will happen for sure is there's going to be a gradient that'll set up. Let me go ahead and clear this off, and we'll go back to the other map here. So let's get back over here, and we're going to get in close to home again, and we'll draw a little bit more here. And I've spent a lot of time on this morning, so you kind of understand what we're talking about here. So as that low makes its way through, we'll turn on the drawing tools again here. So again, we'll draw the low right in here. And as that low is making its way through, it will set up some cold air, but likely it's going to be back over here. So back over the mountains, essentially. That'll be all cold air right there. We'll just put a C for cold. And then you're going to have this gradient that's going to take place really in this area right here, where you're going to have some cold air and warm air battling it out. So you could see feasibly some areas that might see an inch of snow. And, this is all hypothetical in terms of where the inch of snow could occur, but we'll draw a line here and we'll call that an area that could see anything to the left of this could see an inch or more of snow. And then anything to the right is going to be mainly more ice, less snow. But then as you get over toward where the cold air is ending and the warm air is kind of starting to fight itself, you could see an area feasibly along this line that could have maybe up to 8 inches of snow. So you're talking about a 30-mile area that you could see 1 to 8 inches of snow develop. So it's going to be a very tricky situation as we head into the weekend. But the bottom line is a lot of these snow totals you're seeing, as I've stated for the last couple of days, that you're seeing on some of these apps and different forecast models you're using and models that you're seeing on social media, they're going to continue to start to come down. It's been overinflated and things are going to have to be adjusted. If not, essentially what you've got is someone telling people what they want to hear, not what's reality, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll get a word from our friends at Patterson Farm. We're going to come back. We'll take a look at the snow meter. I have made an adjustment on that. We'll also talk about the 5-day forecast and more. All that's coming up right after this. Weather Impact sponsored by Patterson Farm. You saw the details about the all-season passes during the break. And remember, you can use promo code ALL-SEASON to get $20 off your all-season passes. And that promo code is valid through January 31st. For more information, visit pattersonfarm.com/all-season-pass for all the details. And again, if you can't remember this website address later and you're talking about it, you can actually go to RowanCountyWeather.com. You'll see the same banner that you're seeing on your screen now. It's going to be at the top of the home page on our website. just click on the banner and it will take you directly to the Patterson Farm website. Weather impacts today, we're seeing increasing cloudiness as we move through the day today. Mostly cloudy skies this evening with a very isolated chance of rain from a weak disturbance that will move through the area. Now the snow meter, I did make a change to it, essentially because what we're doing now is we're getting into the time where this system is going to come through. As far as snow goes, we'll see some snow from it, but again, this is going to be more of an icing impact for us as we go through the weekend. So keep that in mind, because the potential for loss of power and travel conditions definitely goes up with the issues that we're going to see from that with icing. So I did raise it up to a 4 in the bread milk category. Don't be surprised if it goes up to maybe 6, because we are going to get to a point where, as we continue to talk about icing, you know, a lot of folks are not going to want to get out. A lot of folks are going to be closing their businesses and things like that. So we could get to the ROCO shuts down area, but in terms of unfortunately getting anything really out of the snow perspective to get to the let's sled or shovel event, we're not going to be getting to that point, certainly with this one, as it's again going to be more of an icing event. There will be snow. I'm not saying it won't snow, but this is going to be more of a wintry mix event with sleet and freezing rain playing a big role in this as well. So certainly something we'll continue to keep you updated on as we go through the weekend. The 5-day forecast sponsored by SA Sloop Heating and Cooling, built on integrity. Give them a call, 704-857-5684. Visit them on their website, www.sasloop.com. Mention you notice they sponsor the forecast on Rowan County Weather. They'll give you $25 off your first time service call. Today, we'll see mostly cloudy skies, high of 51, mostly cloudy skies this evening with a low of 32. I do have a 20% chance of a an isolated shower out there with that disturbance that will move through the area. You could see some raindrops, got a better chance of staying dry, but we certainly won't rule it out. On Friday, sunny skies, high of 52, mostly clear skies, Friday evening, low of 29. As we head into Saturday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a high of 43. That wintry mix will start as we get to the evening hours on Saturday, roughly around 10 o'clock. We'll probably start off with a rain-snow mix. As we head through the overnight hours into Sunday, we could see a brief transition to all snow. And then as we go into the morning hours on Sunday, we'll start to see a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain start to occur. And it could end again as all snow as the low starts to pull away and we get some colder air in there with some of the moisture that still lingers around. But mainly it's going to be a mixed bag of precipitation. Got a 90% chance of a wintry mix on Sunday, high of 32, low of 25. And then for Monday, we'll see sunny skies, high of 41, mostly clear skies Monday evening with a low of 17. So certainly a very chilly Martin Luther King holiday coming up on Monday. If you're looking for ways to stay updated with Rowan County weather at any time, you can visit us on our website, www.rowancountyweather.com. You can follow and like us on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can check us out on cable television, WSRG TV in Salisbury. It's available on Hotwire Channel 394, Spectrum Channel 16. We'll keep you updated there as well. For now, enjoy your Thursday. And as always, thank you for following Rowan County Weather.